from Karnataka, wherein protests have erupted in the Cauvery heartland of Mandya after the Supreme Court refused to interfere with the orders of the CWMA and the CWRC, directing Karnataka to release 5,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu for the next 15 days. Farmers and pro-Kannada outfits have staged a protest in Mandya over the Cauvery River water sharing issue. And this is the particular situation there right now, wherein on Thursday, we had heard that the Supreme Court had come out with a decision to not interfere with the orders of the CWMA and the CWRC. Now, the period for which this water has to be released of 5,000 cusecs every day is a period of is a matter of a particular week right now. That's what we are hearing, and it's slated to happen from 13th to 27th of September. Those are the dates till which this is to happen. And right now we have some political reactions coming in. Let's first have a look at that.
Supreme Court has rejected both the applications. Even they wanted more water, they were just fighting for 24,000 cubic. Then they came to 7,500, 10,000 and all. Ultimately 5,000 the authority, the regulatory authority and the management authority had given that. So Supreme Court has said that we don't want to interfere. You have to obey by the order whatever it has been given at the lower level. That is the stand. In the meantime, they have said that as far as Mekedat is concerned, you can't let them have whatever they want.
It is a court order, but all our MPs, irrespective of the party, we are trying to cooperate and help with the Karnataka state government, which is we have already done, and in future also we will stand by the Karnataka to save our water, land, everything.
So right now we have Ritu joining us live from the protest sites that are taking place across Mandya right now. Ritu, a very good morning to you. Well, what we are learning is these protests have erupted in Mandya. Firstly, bring us the latest developments from the ground as to what the mood is on the ground and the pulse of what people are saying.
Well, so we are right now at Sanjay Circle in Mandya district, where the protest has in fact escalated. We do know that from couple of weeks that the protests were continuing here, but today in fact the protesters have called for a Mandya Bandh, and here in the visual you can see right now we are on Bengaluru Mysuru highway, the old Bengaluru Mysuru highway in fact, and it is completely blocked by these protesters. They have in fact completely covered this whole highway, that there is no vehicle movement at all. There is a traffic jam as well. The police trying to send all those vehicles from nearby this Bharat petrol pump that you can in fact see there. The police is also deployed here to ensure that no untoward incidents takes place. In fact, I'll also request my VJ Riaz to pan you and show you on my right hand side that there is also a rapid action force that is deployed at this point in time in the Mandya district, because the protest here is just escalating day by day, where the farmers are up in arms demanding that the government should immediately stop the water that is getting released to the neighboring state Tamil Nadu. Remember, the Supreme Court has also in fact refused to intervene in the in fact the Cauvery Water River Management Authority and the regulatory in fact direction as well. So the Supreme Court has said that it won't not intervene with what the Water Tribunal has to say, but the government, the Karnataka, will have to in fact do what exactly is being told to them by the Cauvery Water River Management Authority to release the 5,000 cusecs of water to the neighboring state. Sir, ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಬಂದ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ತುಂಬ ದಿನದಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನು?
ನಮಗೆ ಕಾವೇರಿ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರನ್ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲುವು. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಹೋರಾಟ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಡಿಯೋ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದೇ ವಿಚಾರ. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸವೇ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನೀರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ನಮಗಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೋವು, ಸಂಕಟ, ಕಷ್ಟಕರವಾದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಒದಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳೆಗಳಂತೂ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ, ಫಸಲು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದು ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಬೆಳೆ ನಾಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಣಗೋಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಎದುರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಸಲನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತವ್ರು.
Well, here you see one of the protesters saying that their agriculture land is completely affected because one, there is no rainfall at all, and top of that, the government releasing the water to the neighboring state has that even affected them even more as well. So in Mandya, you see the Mandya is also called as the a sugar city as well because that's the main crop that they actually grow apart from the millets and the ragi, rice and other crops as well. Sir, the Karnataka government ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೊಂದು 5,000 ಕ್ಯೂಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ನೀರನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಬಿಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಂಡ್ಯದವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀರು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡುವ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ನಮ್ಮ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ನಮಗೇನಕ್ಕೆ?
Well, this particular person says that there's no water for our stomach and we are trying to fill others' belly. How far is that justified as well? And the order coming out of the Supreme Court as well, that is not very much clear to. Sir, ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು?
ನೀರನ್ನ ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ನೀರನ್ನ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು.
ಅವ್ರೇನು ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಅವರು ನಿಲ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ ನೀರಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮಂಡ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ?
ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
So the protesters over here say that if the government really does not go and stop the water to the neighboring state Tamil Nadu, then the protest of course will continue and they will mount a pressure on the government. And they also say that they do not guarantee if any situation, in fact untoward incident takes place, the government will be responsible for it. But you see, really what is important to understand is that the Cauvery water row often escalates when there is a poor monsoon in the state. And more importantly, you see, this is a very long issue that we are talking about. It dates back to almost 1927, in fact 1892, I'm sorry, pardon me. So 1892 is when you see there was the Karnataka, which was actually seen as in the states of the princely state of the Mysuru, and then back then the Tamil Nadu seen as the Madras presidency. So back then itself, when the Karnataka in fact decided to build the KRS dam, and that's when the objection was actually raised by the the presidency of in fact Madras, saying that there shouldn't be a dam because that would actually stop their water flowing to the Tamil Nadu and it will affect them as well. So after that, in 1924 is when you see the British in fact intervenes and says that there will be an agreement that will be signed between both the states in fact, and there you see the 50 years of agreement was signed, and the British decided that 75% of the water will be distributed between the Karnataka, in fact between the Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, and then 23% of water will be with the Karnataka and rest with the Kerala. So that was the decision that was made by the British back then in 1924. And later point you see from 1990s when that we have seen series of riots taking place across the Karnataka, also in the Tamil Nadu. In fact, in 1993, if you remember, back then the Chief Minister Jayalalitha also sat on a hunger strike, continuously saying that the tribunal body order should actually be followed by the Karnataka. It should release them a water as well. But it all stopped when you see in 2018 when the Supreme Court came up to say that almost 177 TMC of water needs to be released by the Karnataka between the month of June and the May. And at this point in time, what Tamil Nadu is saying is that in between you see that June and the September, they are supposed to get 133 TMC of water. But so far that has not been done as well. Now what Karnataka really is stating over here is that one poor monsoon, top of that there is a drinking water facility, a poor drinking water facility for the Bengaluru, the IT city as well. So at this point in time, it is really difficult for the Karnataka to actually release the 5,000 cusecs of water, or for that matter what they are demanding, 7,500 cusecs of water, 24,000 cusecs of water earlier. So that was the demand of the Tamil Nadu. So the state is actually not in position to release so much of the water, and if there was enough of rainfall and good water as well in the various dams of the Cauvery catchment as well, then the state would have actually released it. But this time it's very difficult is what the Karnataka is saying.